Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a really close look at a program that seems to be making waves for tax professionals. And this deep dive is made possible by our sponsor, A2Z Pro Tax Software. Our mission today, to really unpack how ambitious tax pros, maybe even folks looking to expand their practice, can, thrive and build a solid business, even if they don't have their own EFIN yet.
Yeah, that EFIN. It's often the biggest roadblock, isn't it?
Definitely seems like it.
For anyone maybe not familiar, the EFIN, the Electronic Filing Identification Number, it's basically your ticket from the IRS to e-file returns.
Yeah.
And getting one,
Yeah.
it can be a long haul. Lots of paperwork, background checks. It can take months sometimes.
Months, wow. That's a long time to wait if you're ready to start earning.
Exactly. It puts a real pause on your earning potential.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting here is how A2Z Pro Tax software, they've designed this direct workaround. It genuinely empowers you to start earning pretty much immediately. No waiting for that long approval process.
Okay, that's a key difference then. So let's unpack that. The idea that you don't actually need your own EFIN to, well, crush it this tax season sounds like a powerful option for anyone stuck in that EFIN queue.
It really is.
So this program, the PTIN Tax Firm Partnership Program, it's specifically for tax pros who've got their PTIN, right?
Correct. You need your PTIN, that's your Preparer Tax Identification Number from the IRS. Easier to get. And you need it to prepare returns for money anyway. So you have your PTIN, you're ready to go, ready to file, ready to earn. This program lets you do that without the usual EFIN delay.
Right. It's like an accelerator, sort of, for ambitious tax pros.
That's a good way to put it. And what's really compelling is how A2Z empowers you. They let you file returns under their established EFIN. And it's all legal, smooth. It's not just about convenience, though.
Okay.
It's about immediate business continuity. Getting your revenue flowing right away, you skip the waiting game. Plus, you maintain that professional image, you reduce your own risk, and you stay fully compliant with IRS rules without the admin headache of getting the EFIN yourself.
Compliance is key. And it sounds like it's more than just the EFIN access, too. You mentioned getting access to tools, software, support.
Absolutely. You're getting a whole package. Access to professional tax tools, top-tier software, specifically TaxWise Online in this case, and dedicated support.
Okay, TaxWise Online, we'll circle back to that. But let's touch on the financial side first. You said something about super low back-end fees on bank-funded returns. What does that actually mean for me, the tax pro? If I'm used to bank products taking a decent chunk, how does it impact my bottom line?
That's a great question, and honestly, it's a huge differentiator. So when your client chooses a bank product, where the prep fees come out of their refund,
Right.
most programs or banks, they can take a pretty significant cut from your fee. Could be 5%, 10%, sometimes even more, just in back-end charges.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen that.
A2Z's approach. They've minimized that back-end fee dramatically, like really low.
Yeah.
Which means, very simply, more money stays in your pocket for each of those returns. You're maximizing what you earn per client. It boosts your take-home pay by a really noticeable amount compared to a lot of other models out there.
So over a whole tax season?
Oh, absolutely. That difference could easily add up to thousands of dollars straight back into your business. Gives you more freedom, more capital to grow, or just, better income.
That is a significant advantage, especially if you're aiming to scale up. Okay, understanding the what is great, but the how is just as vital. So let's maybe peel back the layers here. Walk us through the actual journey. How does a tax pro use this program day to day, step by step?
Sure. They've designed it to be really streamlined, actually. So you can focus on clients, not wrestling with complex processes. It kicks off with step one. Uploading client docs.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. You just securely drop all the needed tax documents, W-2s, 1099s, ID, dependent info, all that stuff.
Into like a portal.
Exactly. Into their encrypted client vault.
Yeah.
It's designed to be easy to use, but also really secure, top-tier security.
Okay, secure vault. Got it. Then what?
Then you move right into step two, prepping the return. And this is where TaxWise Online comes in.
Right, the software you mentioned. You said it's cloud-based, smooth, powerful. What else about using professional software like TaxWise Online is a benefit here, especially for someone wanting flexibility?
Well, TaxWise Online is a leading pro software suite, right? Being fully cloud-based is huge for flexibility. You're not chained to one desk or one office. You can securely log in, access client files, prepare returns from anywhere you've got internet.
So truly remote work is possible.
Totally. It's revolutionary if you want a mobile practice or want to serve clients in different areas, even different states maybe. And it's fast. It's powerful. So you process returns efficiently, less time per return.
Which helps you handle more clients, helps you scale.
Exactly. You're not limited by like software installs or where your computer happens to be.
Efficiency always good in the tax world. Okay, then comes step 3, compliance check and submission. This sounds like a really important safety net. What's A2Z's team actually doing in this review? Why is it so important for me as the preparer? It's absolutely critical. This step is all about maintaining integrity and, frankly, avoiding potentially massive headaches with the IRS later.
Right.
A2Z has a dedicated team, and they review every single return. They're checking it against current IRS regulations, making sure everything's compliant before it gets e-filed. This detailed check drastically cuts down the risk of errors, rejections, even audits for your clients.
So it's like a second pair of expert eyes.
Precisely. Once they give it the green light, it goes for e-signature from the client, then gets e-filed. It gives you, the tax pro, enormous peace of mind. You know, there's that extra layer of professional review protecting both you and your client.
Okay, so they're really backing you up there, providing confidence. Good. After that, step 4, choose a payment option. Looks straightforward, 2 choices.
Yeah, nice and clear. Option 1, the client pays you up front. A2Z charges a flat processing fee, $25 for individual, $50 for business returns, passed through to the client.
Dope.
Option 2, the client picks a bank product. That's where, the fees come out of the refund. A2Z handles setting that up. Right, caters to different client preferences. Some like to pay up front. Some prefer the refund deduction.
Exactly. Flexibility for how you collect your service fees. The bank product option is super popular, lets clients defer payment until the refund hits.
Which brings us neatly to step 5, refund released. This involves TPG, their bank partner.
Correct. TPG, Tax Products Group, they handle the actual refund disbursement once the IRS approves it. They send it straight to the client.
How? Direct deposit.
Direct deposit or onto a prepaid card. Client's choice. TPG is a major player in this space. They know what they're doing.
Good to know. And then the part the tax pro is waiting for. Step 6, you get paid. Seeing the rewards. What's the timing like on that?
Payouts are weekly, which is fantastic for managing your cash flow.
Weekly. Nice.
Yeah. You get a payout sheet every Monday to confirm what's due to you. Once you confirm it, you get the funds the following week. It's a consistent cycle. Helps you run your business smoothly, manage expenses, plan your growth.
Steady income stream, predictable.
And importantly, all payouts come as a 1099 NAC.
Ah, okay. So that confirms you're an independent contractor.
Exactly. You're not an employee. It reinforces that you are the boss of your own business. You're running your own show.
So yeah, what this all means for you, the listener. Consistent income, weekly pay, and proof you're building your own thing, which leads perfectly into maybe why you'll love this program. It really seems centered on empowerment.
It absolutely is.
Like genuinely being your own boss. You mentioned no revenue splits. Keep 100% of your fees. That sounds unusual.
It is unusual, and it's incredibly significant for growth potential. Think about it. When you're not forced to share a percentage of every fee you earn, all that revenue is yours.
Right.
That gives you so much more financial power, more capital to put back into marketing, maybe get more training, or just expand your capacity. It lets you scale your business much, much faster than if you were constantly giving away a slice of the pie. You're building your asset, not someone else's.
Okay, that financial autonomy is huge. But there's also the flexibility side. Working remotely, cloud software, setting your own prices, scaling fast. Plus, you mentioned one-on-one training and marketing help being available. How does all that tackle the usual hurdles someone faces when trying to grow independently?
Well, lots of tax pros dream of that independence, right?
Yeah.
But they feel stuck by old models or daunted by the cost and complexity of starting completely alone.
Sure.
This program addresses that directly. Remote work via cloud software, that slashes overhead. No need for a pricey office lease right away. Setting your own prices. Complete control over your income ceiling. You decide your value in the market.
And the support, the training and marketing.
That tackles the knowledge gaps or the how do I get clients problem. The one-on-one training fills specific needs. The marketing help isn't just theory. It's practical stuff, how to start outreach, use social media effectively, get found online locally. Things you need to attract clients and grow confidently. It's really about providing a structure for success without those typical frustrating roadblocks.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like A2Z Pro Tax software has thought through the support needed for an independent pro. Okay, let's shift to practicalities for a sec. Compliance is critical. IRS rules. There are specific documents needed. Can you walk us through those? Why are they so important?
Absolutely. Getting the documentation right up front is key. For all returns, you're going to need a signed engagement letter from the client. That's standard. Valid ID for the taxpayer and spouse if filing jointly. For dependents, you need proof like SSN cards, birth certificates, maybe school or medical records depending on the credit.
Okay,
And of course, all their income documents, W-2s, 1099s, whatever they have.
makes sense. What about business returns, like a Schedule C?
For business returns, like Schedule C or an S-Corp Form 1120S, there are a few extras. You'll need their business license or state registration, the IRS letter confirming their EIN.
EIN, Employer Identification Number.
Right. Profit and loss statement or maybe a balance sheet. And importantly, all the required due diligence forms. These docs are all vital. They prove the info is legit, confirm identities, ensure accurate reporting. It's the foundation for compliance, avoiding penalties for everyone.
Got it. Foundational accuracy. That's a comprehensive list, underlines why being organized matters. Now, also important, setting expectations. Let's be upfront about what the program doesn't support. Are there specific return types that are excluded from this partnership?
Yes, and it's good to know this upfront to avoid issues. Currently, this specific PTIN partnership program doesn't support certain filings. That includes fuel tax credits, Form 990 for nonprofits, Form 1065 for partnerships.
Partnerships, okay.
Married filings separately returns are also out for this program, and Form 1040-NR for non-residents.
MFS and 1040-NR. Good to know.
Knowing these limits helps you focus your efforts on the returns the program is built for, ensuring things run smoothly.
Right. Avoids trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And one last practical tip for success here. A2Z really stresses uploading complete, clear, accurate documents. Sounds simple, but from your experience, how often do things get gummed up by like a blurry phone pic of a W-2 or a missing signature? How critical is that diligence?
Oh, it's absolutely paramount. Think about it trying to process a return with fuzzy or missing info.
Yeah.
It's like trying to read a map that's smudged and torn.
Yeah, leads nowhere fast.
Exactly. Incomplete, unclear, inaccurate documents. They are the #1 cause of delays. Processing gets stalled, the IRS might reject it, clients get frustrated, you get frustrated. Taking that extra moment to ensure everything uploaded is clear, complete, and correct from the very beginning. It streamlines everything. Returns get filed faster, refunds come quicker, and honestly, it makes you look far more professional and efficient. It directly impacts your bottom line and reputation.
That's a great point. Attention to detail really does pay off. Okay, so to sort of wrap things up, the PTIN Tax Firm Partnership Program from A2Z Pro Tax Software, it really seems to offer the tools, the support, and, crucially, that freedom needed to grow a tax business, even without navigating the EFIN maze yourself initially.
Yeah, it's about empowerment.
Right. Taking on more clients, earning more, operating with more confidence, which I think leads to a key question for you, the listener. If you are looking to scale your tax business, maybe sidestep some of those common barriers, how could a program built around getting you started quickly, ensuring you keep your earnings, and providing solid support, how could that transform your next tax season?
It really challenges the idea that those traditional hurdles have to hold you back.
Yeah.
It's a clear path forward for entrepreneurs in the tax space.
Definitely something to consider. If you're ready to learn more, maybe see if this is the right fit for you, here's how to connect with A2Z Pro Tax Software. You can check out their website, a2zprotaxsoftware.com. That's A2, zprotaxsoftware.com. Or you can give them a call directly. The number is 817-726-2181. Again, 817-726-2181. You can also shoot them an email, info@a2zprotaxsoftware.com. Really worth looking into if you want to elevate your tax practice this year. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Taxes podcast.